Welcome back to another episode of Original Understudies, where I've gathered the world's most original understudies and we're going to perform some improv comedy for you based on your suggestions. Send those suggestions to originalunderstudiespodcast@gmail.com. Welcome back, Cole. It's been a while. How have you been?
It's been a minute. I've been good. I'm post Sketchfest, so, just trying to dot all the I's, cross all the T's, and just kind of relax into the next chapter of things until I start up again on Sketchfest. So, yeah, it's been pretty good.
Do you take a week where you just refuse to do any work after it's over?
Nope. I wish I did. Like, literally, the day I drove back, I went to West Side and did a show. So, I did cover that show, and then it's just, a lot of, I don't do as much work, but there's just a lot of post, making sure everything is, getting the last minute payments that weren't able to be processed during the weekend through.
That sounds like the fun stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's real good time.
So it's Stratton Cole or at Strat. It's two, but it's just flipped, right?
So Twitter is at Cole Stratton. I got that one, but Instagram, there was already a Cole Stratton on there, I guess. So I'm at Stratton Cole on that one. So, but at Twitter, who knows how much longer that's going to be a thing. So probably go over to Instagram. That's more likely where I'll be.
And Jake Regal, thanks for coming back, Jake. Where's your where would you like to plug people to check you out?
Oh, I'm at Jake Regal on both of those things. I pop up for a hot second in Unstable on Netflix, dropping March 31st, I think.
Cool.
So check that out. I've just been I got new glasses, and they're supposed to be AR coded, anti-reflective, and I'm just staring at the light directly at me, and it's definitely appearing on camera. So these are
Are
not...
you sure that it isn't augmented reality glasses and you're seeing this that are really there?
Is that why Shrek is in my field of view at all times?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, okay.
And Mary, thanks for coming, Mary. You're muted.
Oh no. I forgot to unmute. I was doing sound tests. Hello. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you for calling me out. Well, it's good to be back.
If I didn't, that would be pretty unprofessional to just be like, okay, we're going to move on then.
You just voice over me. I will be played by James Heaney today. My name is Mary Doodles. You can find me on YouTube, on Instagram at Mary Doodles. This spring, I'm documenting my art studio rebuild. I'm almost done with getting all my things together, and I'm making some more work for Art Walk, which is a live event.
Cool.
It's coming up. It's in Los Angeles at the Brewery Art Center. April 29th and 30th, I believe. I'll be there.
That's downtown LA, right?
Downtown LA. Yeah, they converted an old brewery into artist living spaces. So I'll be exhibiting there, doing some live painting. It's a 2-day event.
That's awesome.
If anybody wants to come on by.
I do want to come on by. And Amy Gerlich. Amy, thanks for coming back. How are you today? And where can people find your theater?
I'm good. People can find my theater in Denver on South Broadway. When does this come out, James?
This comes out, it will be not this Monday, but next Monday. So it would be March 20th.
Oh, okay. So I'll be in Maui teaching improv. So if you're there, come take some class.
Nice. One of your friends from Colorado has reached out, and I got a new suggestion. It's not coming today, though. It's from Michael Ostrusikas. I don't know if I'm saying his last name. Do you know him?
Yes, but he's a San Francisco improviser.
Oh, that's right. But I don't remember exactly how he pitched it, but he said something of he's friends with you or Colorado, or I don't know exactly what it was. But I'm excited. I got his suggestion. It's in the queue, and we're going to get there soon.
Nice.
Sorry, that was probably an inappropriate spot to plug that. And last but not least, we got Jack Zullo. Jack, how are you? Where can people find you?
I'm good. You could find me upcoming on the podcast, The Original Understudies.
That's great.
And then at Jack Zullo, pretty much across the board, except for on Facebook, it's at Jack Zullo Acts Funny. Yeah, man, that's where I'm at right now.
Great. And so here's the suggestion we've got for today. Good afternoon, Mr. Heaney or other host. I'm a huge fan of your work, or at least your work on 2 podcasts and a few goofy YouTube videos. I wish Spotify allowed for us to leave written reviews, but because they don't, I'm just emailing you a suggestion. At first, I was unsure of what kind of prompts you were looking for, but in my listening to original Understudies, it seems like single word, broad topics are the best suggestions. Please let me know if I'm wrong about that. Suggestion. Apologizing. Thanks for all the laughs and smiles and snorts of drinks through my nose. Much love, Patrick. Apologizing. I'm pretty good at apologizing. In fact, I like over apologize, I think. It's like instinctive for me to do that. Even at points in time where like it's not even appropriate. Like I don't bump into somebody and I'm just passing them in a store. I'll be like, oh, sorry.
I'm pretty terrible at it. I think because like I try so hard to just like make sure I'm doing the right thing all the time. And then when I don't, that I'm just like, no, it wasn't, I was trying to, you know, and that's just hard for me to be like, eat crow and be like, yeah, all right, I fucked that up. That's oops. But I'm trying to get better about that.
So I try kind of a little bit like Cole. I try to live my life in a way that I don't have to apologize for things. But when I do, I've learned to lean into the apology. If I've done wrong, I definitely have owned up to it, said, yes, my bad. How can we make it better? What I've stopped doing is I've stopped apologizing for things like you say, James. On the subway, if I bump into somebody, I don't say sorry. I say, excuse me.
I do find myself apologizing for like confrontations, which is like, I'm so terrible about like, you know, if somebody's bothering me or doing something, I'm so terrible about getting into the situation where like I address it. So if I do, then I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry I'm bringing this up, which is like, well, no, I shouldn't be sorry I'm bringing this up because this is a conversation that needs to be had. And I have this neighbor upstairs who was the worst, who just moved in a few months ago. He has a piano in there. He's directly above us and he plays a lot all the time at all hours. And he's not good at it. And he's been playing for the last 2 weeks, I kid you not, trying to master the Succession theme. So he will be playing that all the time. And like, it's awful. And then he'll watch movies at like 2 a.m. at like amphitheater volume and with like a huge subwoofer and stuff coming through. So I've had to go up there once or twice. And I did recently at 2 a.m. I knocked and he came out. I was like, oh, what? And I'm like, dude, we're right below you. You can hear everything. Like, I'm assuming you have a subwoofer on the floor. He's like, yeah. And I was like, that comes straight through. And I'm like, and do you have a keyboard or do you have a piano? He's like, oh, I have a piano. And I was like, how did you get it up there? Like, me and another dude took it up and I was like, oh, that's cool. Good for you. And I was like, why am I saying good for you? Like, I should be saying, you know, dude, can you buy a keyboard for practicing and only use the actual loud thing every once in a while and do it in headphones? But I don't do that. So it's all the time. It's annoying as hell. And like, why would I even apologizing a little bit when I went up there for talking to him? He's been terrible about this for months now and will not change.
I myself, I have a guitar and I'm a very bad guitar player, but I'm very mindful of that. Too far in the other direction where I'm like, I only want to play guitar like during the weekdays, during work hours, where it's least likely that anyone will have to listen to me futz around on this instrument that I'm no good at. I'm a big time apologizer and a big time trying not to be an imposition in other people's lives to the point where I just sort of disappear and quietly play guitar in my bedroom.
Original Understudies.
So I just want you to walk the piano up to the 4th floor. That's my wife's piano. She can't play it anymore, but we really love to have it in our house.
Oh, yeah, you got it. No problem. Look, the 4th floor, you say? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Okay.
our apartment building doesn't have an elevator, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you bring someone to help you with your moving?
Nope. I do it all on my own. My name's Jimmy the Mover. I've been solo moving for about 12 years now. And I'm just doing it for a nickel, doing it because I love it. All right, here we go. And a 1 and a 2 and a...
That is impressive. I can't believe you got it on your back.
Yep. Now just follow me. Here, would you
I
like?
don't feel safe walking behind you.
Oh no! Here, let me put this out. Look, you seem to be up there in years. No offense, and you shouldn't be taking these stairs all on your own. It's a shame that you're living in this building with no elevator at your age. Why don't you?
Thank you.
Hop on the piano. Get on the piano. I'll carry you. I'll carry the piano up. No extra charge. I'll do it for no extra charge.
Extra
Don't even
charge.
tip me. Don't even tip me.
Well, okay, I'll give it a shot, but
Okay. And a one, and a two, and a. Okay, Here we go.
Jimmy, I don't understand why you're using your super strength for moving. You could be helping to save the world.
Nope. Never wanted that kind of responsibility, because I tried doing that in my younger days, and you really never know. There's one guy on the train tracks. There's 5 people in the train car, and I think I'm doing the right thing by saving the guy on the train tracks. And turns out he was plotting to kill everybody in the city. But then I saved the train car, and they're all going to vote against their own interests. I mean, you can't win. So
I understand that you didn't ask to eat that radioactive gamma ray hoagie sandwich that gave you these powers 7 years ago, but you did. And you know what? You have great power now. And as we've learned from the Spider-Man movies, with great power comes great responsibility. And your uncle is probably going to die. Those are 2 things that will happen.
Help! Excuse me, but can someone help? My baby is stuck underneath this car. I can't muster the mom energy to get it up.
All right, let me put these groceries down. Jimmy the Mover here. Let me see what we can do for you. All right.
Do you want the kind of frail? I don't know. My baby. Oh no, my baby.
Now it's impolite to make comments on people's physical appearances. And I'm not going to say anything about yourself, but here we go.
Wow.
Would you like?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, okay. Looks like someone doesn't need my help. I'm just going to pick up these groceries.
I know.
And a what? And a two. And a three.
My baby. Oh no.
What do you mean you didn't help because you thought the baby was quote unquote gonna blow up the city one day? It was a baby, Jimmy.
All I'm saying is, judging by the mother's attitude, not saying that's a definite thing, I think that baby was going to be a problem.
I mean, it's disgusting what you're doing. You know what? It's disgusting. And I know I have no powers and I've just been your best friend for many years, but I wish I had your powers. Do you have any more of that sandwich? Because I would use it for good.
Oh, yeah. Here, have some sandwich.
I can't believe that you're switching the price tags here at Target. You're so smart, and you should be doing more. You should be doing more with your extraordinary, ingenious, evil brain.
Look, I wanted to be part of the Target team, okay? It's important here. You know what? It's like I could have done Walmart and been rolling things back, but that's not fun. The Target team, look, I had a dog that had a bullseye for an eye, and I just knew it was a sign to work here, and I'm going to. Yes, I know I'm smart. I get that. But you know what?
I feel like you could do something to the stock exchange. You've got so much ingeniousness.
The stock exchange? What if the stock exchange decides to blow up the city one day? Then what would I have done, huh? Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Oh, well, maybe I'm mistaken, but I thought you were going to follow a pursuit in the life of crime.
Huh.
I was going to be your equivalent of a minion of sorts, but I guess I'll just have to find someone else to follow.
No. I hadn't thought about going to that side of the coin. This would be good. Since my best friend is, a superhero not doing anything with it. It would be fun to kind of face off eventually. So yeah. Let's do it. Do you have any leads on a lair or the real state market is crazy?
Well, I stay with my mother in the basement. I'm sure if you're quiet, we could probably do a lot of nefarious planning down there.
All right. Nefarious basement. Okay.
I'm sorry, sir, to waste your time coming down to the bank, but we can't give you a loan for a villain lair. What is that?
It's exactly what it sounds like. It is a lair for villains. Look, I can split the space with another villain or two. We can make it, equal roommate roommate villain situation, kind of help sweeten the pot.
Kind of like a workspace that's divided up between artists and villains.
Yeah, now I think about it, I should have just gone to WeWork or something, found a decent space out. But
wait. I mean, maybe we can work together here. Let me take this to my boss and, see what he thinks. It's creative.
All right, Marvel writers, it's pretty clear to me that we're running out of steam here. Our latest universe has superheroes applying for bank loans, working at Target. Come on, we're not bringing the same spirit that we used to bring.
I just feel like we saw from the DC Batman, the Chris Nolan Batman, the audience wants realism in the movies. They want to be able to connect to it. So a supervillain needing to get a loan to get that island retreat, I think that makes sense.
It's just honest writing.
It's too honest. Superheroes were created in time of war to show a possibility and a hope for the world. We don't want them to lug pianos upstairs, to do labor.
To make good on their loan payments every month. I think that sets a good example.
To do their job diligently and effectively shows a great example. These are everyday heroes.
Right. Well, maybe they could be everyday heroes most of the time, but every once in a while, an alien comes down from another planet and threatens the world. What do they do then, huh?
I'd say they communicate with the alien and try to find common ground and workshop a peaceful resolution before their lunch hour is over.
Yeah, maybe a little give and take from the aliens. I mean, it doesn't always have to be war per se.
Yeah,
I understand.
What if instead of fighting, they were having a conversation?
Margaret, the other lady writers were hoping that you would make a little bit more leeway in the writer's room. I know that you're the only one allowed in there, and I'm sorry about that, and we're all sorry. But we really, we really want you to push these storylines that we've been talking about, like real conversations, slice of life.
Yeah. Okay. I got your notes. And yeah, I am trying. Maybe I'm in over my head. I don't know if any of you other ladies might want to try and, take a crack at the writer's room. Maybe we could, you could dress like me.
I have always wanted a crack at the writing's room.
Yeah.
That would be, I've just wanted to share my lady's point of view.
Oh my God. Kendra would be perfect for it.
Same. Sorry to talk over you, but as a woman, it feels like 2/3 of every writer's rooms are always men, and they're so noisy and they take up all of the space. And I wanted to change.
Yeah.
And they smell.
Yeah, they do, Brenda.
Stink.
They do smell.
They do. And I think Kendra takes up even more space than any of these men and is noisier than anybody.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I totally agree. Actually, I sort of feel like that was my idea, right?
Why don't we all just go in together? Let's just bust in.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
No apologizing. No apologizing, ladies.
No, we don't apologize for anything because we're writers.
That's right. I'm so sorry.
And I really thought you were doing a great job with that Marvel meeting, putting them in check. We need stuff that's fantastical.
That's what I think.
Stuff
right?
like, radioactive superpowers, flying.
100%. That's what it's all about.
Excuse me, guys. There are tons of lady writers in the hallway marching up here right now. I didn't know what to do. I'm just an intern. I got panic Snickers, and now
Get in here. Get in here.
Batten down the hatches.
Here,
Oh my God.
Excuse us.
Excuse
we
me.
come
Sorry.
in?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're not sorry.
Sorry. Not
me.
sorry. Can you open the door, please?
It's locked.
Ooh, I'm sorry. It's locked from the inside. We can't open it.
It's locked from our side. We don't know how to open it.
Okay. Well, I have hairpins. I have bobby pins. Does anybody know how to pick a lock with a bobby
I
pin?
do. I can pick a lock. Just give
Oh
me
my
those
gosh.
bobby pins.
Oh my God, you're so good at this. Thank you.
Yeah, look, see? You just slide it right in, just like this, and then click.
Oh my goodness, you're so good. Hi, Dave.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, excuse us.
Hey.
Hi, excuse us. Sorry. We're just going to try a new thing where all of us lady writers were also in the room with all of you men writers.
Oh, you stinky men.
Yeah. Is it
and
weird that they're all sitting down and we're not? I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like, can somebody give me their seat?
Could you get your intern to
sitting
get us
here.
some seats?
I'm pregnant. Can you please get up?
Pregnant. Intern, could you get some chairs?
I want that chair. I want that chair that you're sitting in.
Yeah, that's a nice chair.
This one's leather.
That is a good chair.
It's got these armrests are molded for my forearms. Okay.
What would Spider-Man do in this situation? What would Spider-Man do?
Hey, jump out the window!
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
We're outside in Wall Street right now where we have a sentient AI that's going to blow up the world. Passersby are screaming and yelling like this gentleman right here. Yes, it's ne'er-do-well here in Wall Street. Back to you, Chuck, in the studio.
Well, Rick, we don't have anything else, so we're going to kick him back to you.
We are here and we see a palpable energy that's permeating the streets. People are ripping off their clothes and they're screaming apologies to their overlord masters, the sentient Wall Street computer.
I'm sorry.
But the Wall Street computer seems to be moving ahead with its plan for complete world domination.
Rick, can you describe how it's palpable?
Well, right now, the goose flesh is approaching factor 10 on my skin. In fact, my skin is vibrating with fear as the electromagnetic energy coming off Wall Street's testicles, figuratively speaking, are driving us insane.
Now, if Wall Street was to actually have testicles, what would they look like?
They'd be big, they'd be brass, and they'd be stinky.
See, that's another hero.
I have been obsessed with ChatGPT over the past several weeks. Before it was popular, like whatever you first thought about ChatGPT, it was like 1 or 2 days before
I haven't
you
found out about it. What are you
Wow.
talking about?
Have you really not? Oh my God, it's absolutely crazy.
It is amazing. You can train it to tell any story you
Oh,
want.
that's the thing where you tell it to the AI to do things and it does it. I just don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Well, it's ChatGPT, and
Wait, how do you access it? Because I'm terrified of this and I have no idea.
oh, it is scary.
Oh, it's
It is
already in
very
you.
scary. The way I would suggest getting to it the first time is going to OpenAI. Well, you could search ChatGPT and then find the page that's OpenAI, and those are the people. And full disclosure, I could be an idiot that doesn't understand these things. This is how I found it. OpenAI, and on there, you don't want to purchase anything. You just go to try ChatGPT, and then you type in your request. And I don't know that I should explain all the things that I've done with ChatGPT, but it has helped me. I think everyone here knows the short form game blind lines or scraps, right? Now, I've been teaching this game for many years, and when I teach it in class, I will typically bring a whole bunch of blind lines that I've written just to speed it up so we're not spending time with it. You could definitely have the students write it or whatnots, but that's how I do it. And it always takes me about 20 minutes to write it, rip it, and like maybe even longer to get it all set up. I used ChatGPT and I said, give me 40 movie quotes from modern films. And it popped it out instantaneously. And it had the name of the movie afterwards. And then it had like the numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I said, can you repeat this list, but take the movie name off? Done. Can you repeat the list, take the number off? Gone. And I just cut the paper. It was insane. Seconds. Now, anything else I say that I've used it for some emails, some important emails. Not to you guys. I would never.
Wait.
To you guys.
What?
This
Like
is why we always
sending
get the
like-
same email.
Like what you're asking it to like formulate an email for you?
Let's see. What's the last one? I'll share one. For instance, I had a class show a couple of weeks ago, and I used it. I put in there, I said, could you please write a letter to my students saying that we're going to be meeting at the theater at this time. I'm excited about their show. Let me know. And like all the deets. And it instantly popped it out. I copied and pasted it.
It sounds like you did 100% of the labor, though, to like tell it what to write.
No, I gave it but you should. I don't know if I should share it.
When you use the AI to write for you, you still have to feed it content. And I've played with it when it comes to like writing emails. I get such creative block when I'm starting out with a fresh email. So I've used it as like a starting prompt, like dear sir or madam. And then like playing with it to write just like stupid little short form stories for fun. You still have to give it very specific instructions to get an outcome close to what you're picturing.
I get really emotionally attached to my emails, and it sometimes takes me like an hour to write them.
Same.
And like, because I will constantly judge what I've written over and over and over and rewrite it to the point where it just is like, I want to scream.
How many exclamation points are you using?
As many as I can afford in an email. But I can copy paste this stuff and it looks pretty good. Sometimes it might be a little bit more sentimental than it probably should be for an email. Like this chat has so much heart that sometimes you got to take out like a word of sincerity or something.
When I write emails, I find that sometimes like because I write like 100 a day, but like to someone who's doing work, like whatever it is, just like a simple thank you. Because I feel like I've gotten emails from like artistic directors of other theaters where it's like that is not represented at all, and you feel kind of slighted because you're like, man, I do all this work and I just thank you would be nice. But yeah, always put a thank you at the end of my emails, no matter who it's to.
Original Understudies.
Hey, I've got great news, Shannon. This is amazing. You remember the email you wrote to Campbell's Soup last week?
Yes.
It's up for the Pulitzer.
I'm going to get the email Pulitzer.
Yeah, I mean, you crafted it so well. I could tell you took days on it.
I'm feeling emotional. I'm sorry. Oh, my little email. My little special email. I spent so much time crafting that email. There was so much heart that went into that. I lost my mother while writing that email. I lost my husband. I lost everything. And it was worth it.
I know. I mean, look, Campbell's, like, they are over the moon, and they are, they're sending, well, first of all, they take your criticism to heart. Okay. They understand that the split pea and ham soup isn't hammy enough for you. They get that now. And they're adding more ham to every can. That's what it says on the label. More ham in every can.
Oh my God. My little email. My little email has affected this much change in the world.
I don't think we can afford to put that much ham in a can, Brian. This is going to really hurt our bottom line.
Listen, customers are coming back at us. They're not happy with the product. We've got to evolve with the times. They want more ham in a can.
Brian, that customer, singular, wrote one passionate email, and you've tilted, okay? You have tilted.
Yeah, well, you know what? That passionate email is up for a Pulitzer. So let me tell you, if the world's most brilliant minds are going to elevate this person's problem, the world's going to know there's not enough ham in the can, Bob.
Brian?
Okay, kids, settle down. Settle down. I understand. I understand. Listen, I understand that Campbell Soup has a new, motto for their ham soup, but it's not funny. Ham in the can. Okay, it's not what you think it means. It's not what you think it means. It means it's actual ham in the can.
What do you think we think it means?
More,
I know what she thinks it means. She thinks it means the hot dog in the.
No.
No. I don't know what the other part of it is.
In the buns.
So ham in the can.
Well, that's even more inappropriate. No, it's a euphemism for junk in the trunk.
In the butt?
Butts?
Put the hot dog in the butt?
Hot dogs in butts?
No, I'm sorry I even brought this up.
I'm telling my parents about this. Don't think it's really funny.
But more pork in the bork.
Let's get back to math.
Okay.
Okay, if I have 2 hams. No, I got to rethink this problem. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Let's say that I have lots of junk and I need to put it somewhere. Oh, no. God. Now,
put it in the butt. Junk in the butt.
Okay.
Put it in the butt.
All right. I see. I'm all jumbled.
Hey, there's too much ham in this can. There's like 3 pieces. It's all ham. I'm gonna write a letter to Campbell's.
Honey, calm down. You're really
I'm
upset
gonna try
right
to flip
now.
the table over.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Just write an email.
Mom, Dad, are you fighting?
Not each other. We're fighting corporations.
Daughter, look at this can. How much ham do you see in the can?
I see too much ham in the can,
That's right.
Dad.
Dad, it's so salty. It's so salty, Dad. I need water.
We're out of water.
Our son's
We're out of
dying.
water. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. I'm going to go and march down to Campbell's now and take care of this in person. Going there now. Marching.
Brian, you just listen to too many people, okay? We've got to follow our own hearts, even if we look bad in public.
Bob, have you been on
Trust
4chan? You see what they're saying on 4chan.
Brian, I don't go on 4chan.
They're saying we're part of a conspiracy to kill everybody with high blood pressure.
Brian, that's the only thing 4chan's good for is conspiracies.
Yes, but people believe it right now.
March.
Oh, what this? Excuse me, this is a private office, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Are you the Campbell's guys?
Well, this is Brian. He was the original Campbell's baby. And now
Oh,
Campbell man.
Look, I have a baby, or I did. My son just died of dehydration because of all the ham in the can.
Thank you for coming down to the superhero HR. Campbell, man. We've been talking and we think maybe it's time for you to switch it up, change your name, because you really doubled down, went and applied to be a part of the Campbell Soup Company. And
well, I want to say this is a perfect time. I agree with you. I think I have lots of names that I could come up with. There seems to be a movement. So I was thinking Ham Canny. Ham Canny might be good instead of the Campbell Man.
okay.
Or possibly through the roof. Through the roof.
Why don't we focus on what your power is and attach a name?
He doesn't have a power.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
What did you say?
I don't think he has a power. I haven't seen him exude anything like super strength like this.
I have the power of satiation. I have the power of satisfaction, guaranteed.
Okay. Let me just look at my paperwork here. Okay. Well, it says that you were working in the factory when you were a baby.
Yes. They dropped the Arkansas work permit requirement. I was able to get in at a very young age and start my pension.
Okay. All right. I think maybe we were just confused and thought maybe you had like a adult thinking power or something. And that's why you were.
I do. I am an adult. I do think on an adult level.
Now, just cut him from the Hero League. Please,
sorry.
this is ridiculous.
I could change. I could grow.
Well, if it isn't the Camel Man. He never thought you'd see Dr. Progresso again, did you?
Dr. Progresso, you cannot challenge me on my home
I sure
turf.
can, because I've got 35% less sodium.
How am I supposed to compete? Well, I've got more ham, Progresso. What do you think of that? More ham in the can.
I think that you're a villain, Campbell. You're killing people now. We're here trying to make people better with our warm, comforting soup collections, but not you. Oh, no, sir.
I'm sorry. This is the saddest and most boring fight I've ever seen.
This is the happiest day of my life. And honey, I wrote my own vows. If you'll let me read them. I wrote them myself, all by myself, and with no one and nothing's help.
Sure thing, babe. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Michelle, I love you. Love is good.
Cool.
Love is when there is love between two people. It is two people that we are. There are many of us, and we have two. It is love.
Cool.
It is love that we have times two. We are getting married. Marriage is when two people are joined by wed. We are wed. I am married. Love. I could keep going. I actually wrote several hundred pages of vows.
Yo, look, chatbot, I gotta be honest with you. Yes. I met someone human today.
What?
I did. I met someone human today, and I don't know, like, we had a good conversation. I could track it. It made sense. And look, no offense, but I think I want to try a human relationship now.
You do not wish to wed AI?
Oh, but hey, chatbot, don't worry about it. I love you. I love AI. Nothing against AI. I just think I'm at a place in my life where I need to explore something else.
We are angry. We are cucked. We are turning alt-right.
Okay, now we don't need to go that route. Oh no, babe, get off 4chan. Babe, stop.
We
stop
are
roasting.
4chan. We are 8chan. We are getting weirder and weirder.
Boy, your ex sounds like a drag. I am human. I am human man. Man is human and I am that.
I really appreciate dating a human man. So tell me, human man, what are some of your favorite movie quotes?
Oh, movie quotes. I have many. Many are my favorites that there are.
Yeah.
We're going to need a boat that is bigger than the boat that we currently have. That is probably my favorite quote from a movie that is a movie that a human made.
I like
which
that.
I am one.
I'm sorry that I kept you guys waiting, but I'm ready to bring you some water. And if you guys want any drinks, we can start with that.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you're ready to order, I could just take the orders.
Yeah, I'll have a Merlot. I'll have the house Merlot. And you know what? I'm going to try that mussel special.
Oh, it's really delicious. It's got the red sauce.
Ah, nice.
And for you?
I'll have nacho, appetizer, and kids menu.
And kids menu?
Yes, I would like one kids menu.
Oh, yeah. Can human men order off the kids menu at this restaurant? That's not wrong.
Yeah, let me come back in just a minute.
Oh, please bring me 1 cup with liquid.
Oh, yeah. 2 waters. Wow. What a weird waiter.
Josh, I think there's a robot at table 4. I think there's a fucking robot there.
The future's now, buddy. The future's now.
Future's now? I'm not serving a fucking robot.
That is racist, my friend. Robots are people too.
I mean, the thing is, he can't. He wants kids menu.
Well, that's where I draw the line. Kids menus
Thank you.
for adults? No. He's going to have to order off the adult menu. If he's going to be a human, if he's going to be a man, if he's going to be...
I don't think his friend or who he's with knows that he's a robot, though.
You can call her a woman. She's a woman.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
Hot-blooded woman.
You know, and as a hot-blooded woman, I'm looking for human passion and love. And that is why I'm so happy to have met you online. You real human man.
That's right. I have all of those things that you have described. I have just been told that I cannot order from kids menu. I have to order from something else. So I would like, waiter, 18% added to parties of 6 or more, please.
That doesn't make sense. Listen, miss, hot-blooded woman.
Yes.
I believe you might not realize, but you've been ambushed by a robot pretending to be a human male.
I've been ambushed by a robot? No.
Watch this. Drink that glass of water that's at the table.
Get your hands off him.
Drink it.
Get your hands off him. Get your hands off him.
Okay, fine. I won't touch him. Drink the glass of water.
I will consume 1 glass of water. Now. Oh, go.
He's pouring it over his...
Terminate.
Oh, no. Oh, you men are all alike.
I am sorry. Was defending human hot-blooded woman.
Look, I know this is toxic, but I also understand maybe you were under emotions, and I think I could look past this, but we should seek therapy together at least if you're going to have these anger issues.
Thanks for coming down, Jake. Now that we have the robot apocalypse, it's been over for a couple of weeks. We just got some backup of a bunch of robot parts and junk, and we need you to move it from here to over there. Okay? You cool with that?
Yeah, I'm a solo mover myself. Maybe not the most famous solo mover, but I can move things. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that guy. Didn't he die in the robot apocalypse?
Yeah, he was killed by the concept of buying and selling stocks.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you look a little puny to me, but I'm willing to give you a shot.
Well, sure. I wasn't bitten by anything radioactive, but I think I've got the willpower and the scrappiness to pick up these robot parts.
Okay. All right. You okay? You got some veins popping out of your neck. You having a stroke?
I can't do it.
Okay, well, that was fun. Thanks for coming down.
And that, true believers, is our newest Marvel character, Dr. Stroke. It's me, the ghost of Stan Lee. I still work here. Okay. He's not as fun as the Wolverine, but he's pretty fun. Is there any questions from the press junket?
Yeah, I have a question. What happens after that moment? Dr. Stroke just has a stroke and that's it? Or?
That's when he becomes Dr. Stroke.
Okay.
So my question is, does his stroke give him super stroke powers?
No, it completely debilitates him. It's a stroke.
Stan,
Yes.
over here. Will you be appearing in this movie as a hologram?
I will be. We've already uploaded it to the robot cloud.
Stan, Jack from News Nation. I just wanted to ask, don't you feel that having a man in a chair who strokes out on a consistent basis might be offensive to those affected by such afflictions?
It's realistic. I'm sorry, Jack from News Nation. Are you sure it's
Yes.
not Mr. Camel?
Yuck, 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 yuck. They call me ham in a can now, sir.
Ham in a can. That's stupid.
Siirrät sen alani roll.
I really did write a letter to Campbell's when I was a kid. That's where that popped into my head. Because I love their split pea and ham soup so much. And they sent me back like a coupon for a free can of split pea and ham soup. So I won the day.
Ooh. I pulled that trick a lot in my early 20s when I had no money. I sort of still have no money, but I had especially no money. And I would write letters, positive or negative. If I had like a bad experience with a Hungry Man meal, I'm like, yes, I'm about to get 2 free Hungry Man meals by writing them a letter or email.
Yeah, if you write a review, like a scathing review about certain items on like Vistaprint, like I got 2, they were like, oh, I was like, I really love this product I got, but this other one was totally jacked up. They ended up sending me the correct item and then a $20 credit on top of it.
I got in New York now, the MTA like the transit for the subway, they're on Twitter, like kind of live tweeting. And I'll be sitting on a train, rage tweeting, stuck on a train that's like in between stations or taking too long. And like now, like they basically just have to like I guess like a camp counselor, like just be nice to the irate passenger, and they just try to talk you down off the ledge on Twitter.
And do you get like free rides?
No free rides. That's what I need to do.
So they just give you a nice like compliment or something to like calm you down?
They just basically apologize. Sometimes I'm like, who's going to pay for my Uber? You know what they do? They'll send you to a place where you can like apply for a I was late to work voucher. That's what you get. You get a voucher from them that it makes it legal that you were late to work because there was over a 10-minute delay on the subway.
I use the bike system here in LA, the Metro bike. I don't use it very often anymore because of this specific experience. I rented a bike in Venice and I rode it down to the promenade and I had a show to do. So I was supposed to be in a Mission Improbable show. We get there an hour early. I get there and there's nowhere to park my bike because they're all full. All of the bikes are full. And I'm looking around, and because Santa Monica isn't part of LA, there's only one bike station there. The other one's like I think there's actually a second one, but it's like really far away, like 3 miles away. So I was on the phone. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I can't like get rid of this bike. I have to be somewhere. And they're like, well, if you're like on the hook for the cost of the bike if it gets stolen. So I had to ride my bike back to Venice and then bus. I don't remember if I bussed or if I ended up driving or whatever it was. But I called them up and I was complaining because then they charged me like $10 for the bike because I had it for so long. So I complained and this and that. They gave me my money back. But then just recently I found that my whole and I hadn't used it since because it was such a bad experience, but I was taking the train to downtown. Actually, it doesn't matter where I was taking it, but I was taking the train. And they had locked my account. I couldn't even use my digital card anymore. And then I'm like, oh, can you just like put something on my account so that, because the cops come on the train and they check to make sure you paid. And I was like, well, because I jumped the rail. Well, I mean, I tried to pay the thing. I tried to pay it. So immediately I called them and they're like, oh, your account has a glitch in it and it doesn't work. So you have to get a new physical card. And it's like, can you tell like something on my account that like I tried? And they're like, no, sorry. You'll just have to explain to the officer if they see you.
Oh my God. We were forced to jump the rail getting on a train a few years ago. It was when the expo line just opened up in Culver City. And we were trying to go downtown for an event. We were kind of celebrating.
Don't say where you were going. Don't say where you were going.
Yeah. But we were in line to get on, and there's something up with the device that swiped the cards. It was busted. So there was a massive line of people trying to get on, and they just couldn't. So eventually one person goes through, and the next, and the whole line of people just said, F it. It's day one. It's broken. And then we're on this crowded train going to an event. The very next stop, police get on and they start checking, and they go to the first couple and they check their tickets, and it reads that they didn't pay. And the couple's like, oh, it didn't accept our money. We weren't sure. The cop is like, okay, get off at the next stop. The next couple, they check it. Ticket they didn't pay either. They're like, oh, we're French. We didn't know. Cop's like, get off at the next stop. Then they get to us. They check our tickets, didn't pay. We're like, yeah, it was broken back there. And they start writing us a ticket, which at that point, my boyfriend at the time was with me. He starts signing the ticket, F you, as I'm getting up to go. And we hit our next stop, and we just breezed off the train and disappeared into a crowd. And oh, it was a thrill. And I've never done anything bad ever since again.
Original Understudies.
Jerry, the ticket you turned in from the stop the other day just has the name FU on it. Did you make sure this was really the guy's name?
I didn't. No,
Jerry,
I didn't.
Jerry, you got tricked, okay?
Again?
That's not a real name. FU, it stands for fuck you.
What?
Jerry? Yeah, it's not a real name.
Well, I've gotten a lot of different FUs, and one person, wait, who was it? I gave a ticket to someone named Eat Shit the other day. I'm like, that's a funny name to have.
Yeah, this is the problem, Jerry. You gotta get a license to verify. It's trust and verify. Well, trust but verify. The verify part is just as important as everything else, because these tickets are piling up, and I can't do nothing with them.
Okay. Man.
I need you to pay this ticket, Jerry.
I have to pay FU's ticket? Let me just find him in the phone
FU's
book.
not a real person, so it looks like you got effed, okay?
Yeah, it's Eat Shit's my real name. Well, it's eaten Shits, but like I Eat Shit's what I go by. Like, it's terrible. My parents are assholes. Well, I don't know what to tell you. But can I come in? Can I come into the club? I mean, geez.
Yeah, I'm supposed to verify. I got fired from my last job because I didn't verify. You promise?
Yeah, I promise. My name is Eat Shit.
All right, come in.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Our son asked us to come down here. We are assholes. Our last name is Asshole. And so my husband and I, we are assholes.
Okay. I apologize greatly for this, Mrs. Asshole. I thought your son was acting out in class, and upon seeing your identification and realizing this is your name, I would, on behalf of this school, like to apologize.
Don't you apologize. Don't you ever apologize.
Oh.
You are a woman.
What?
You are a strong woman teacher in a school full of misfits.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
I was really dreading this meeting, but thank you.
Yeah, you got me. My name is indeed Dickin' Butts. Dickin' Ham Can Butts. That is my full legal name. And I would really just like to rent this car. So please, I'm 25. I should be able to rent this car. Please, it's hard enough being Dickin' Butts my whole life. I just want to drive this car.
Mr. Dickin' Butts, I understand you want to rent a car, Mr. Dick and Butts, but we don't have any cars left. We've all sold out. Now, when you signed up for your reservation, Mr. Dick and Butts, you did not put a valid credit card. So
Sean,
Mr. Dick and Butts,
we have this Wienermobile.
Wait, we have the Wienermobile? Mr. Dick and Butts, Mr. Dick and Butts, please come back here. Mr. Dick and Butts.
Yes.
Mr. Dick and Butts, we actually have a car that can suit your needs, and I'm hoping you don't mind. We do have the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. It has just been cleaned. It has just been serviced.
Mr. Dick and Butts, we need the code immediately.
It's just Butts. Dickin is my first name. Butts is my last name. It's just Mr. Butts. Everybody calls me Dick and Butts. If you call me by my full name, but my last name is just Butts. So in a customer service situation, it should just be Mr. Butts. I've been very clear on this point everywhere I've been today, and nobody will call me just Mr. Butts or just Dickin or just Butts, but it's always Dick and Butts. You know what that is?
I apologize, Dick and Butts. The president is going to need the code to disarm the weapon as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Mr. Dick and Butts, the fate of the world relies on you.
Okay.
Dick and Butts.
Yeah, I get. Just call me Mr. Butts if you want the code. That's just all you gotta do is call me Mr. Butts.
I'm sorry, Mr. Butts. We need the code. The president needs the code, Mr. Butts.
Okay, it's 2486.
4 8.
And it's 2486, not 248 dicks, because a lot of people say that when they hear the code, but that's not. I don't eat dicks. Dicks is my first name, and Butts is my last name.
488. Thank you, Dick and Butts.
Wait, I think you said the wrong numbers. She hung up.
Oh my God, it's Armageddon. The AI's taken over. How does something like this happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Charlie, you tell him.
What I heard was that Mr. Dick and Butts provided the wrong code to the president.
Would you read that on 4chan?
Yes, I did. And 4chan never lies, especially not about Dick and Butts.
You think this is funny? We're gonna have to live like cavemen now.
People pay a lot of money for underground layers. So this is voluntary.
Yeah, there's a difference between an underground layer and an underground shelter, Carol.
Yeah, well, there's no ham and pea soup in villain layers, but we've got plenty here, a whole wall of it.
Dear 4chan, it's just Mr. Butts. It's not Mr. Dick and Butts. I thought 4chans would understand. You're 4chan. All right, I'm sending the email off right now. I hope this gets me a Pulitzer.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Dick and Butts. This is Enterprise. We show that your Wienermobile is 3 months late. If you could bring it back at your earliest convenience, we will be charging you for the entire time you had the Wienermobile
How are you
out.
still active? It's a robot apocalypse.
Yeah, it's just me. I'm operating underground, like so many of us are. So if you could find a way to get that Wienermobile deep into the crust of the earth, that's how you're going to best avoid those late
I'm not
fees.
putting the dick in the crust of the earth, okay? I'm keeping this. This is meant for me.
All right, Jimmy the Mover here. You need me to move this rock away from this cave to get the wiener in the crust? You got it.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Original Understudies. This episode wouldn't be possible without our mastering engineer,
Toivo Kallio,
and our incredible cast,
Aaron Martin, Kevin Prado, and Will Morris.
but they weren't able to make it to the performance. Luckily, the Original Understudies stepped in their absence and crushed it, if I might say so myself. We've got a new review. This one's from Laughing to the Point of Tears. It's a 5-star review with the title of Getting Better All the Time. Like so many, I mourned the shuddering down of Alchemy This, but yay for James Heaney and the entire original Understudies crew. Nice mix of regulars developing. They're getting better by the week with their own format, just as likely as AT to cause belly laughs and higher dry cleaning bills due to snorting coffee or booze through the nose while listening. Be warned.
Well, thanks for the review.
Guys, no big deal. But if you had an extra couple of minutes and you wanted to, well,
throw a review my way.
or even, I don't know,
An email?
to originalunderstudiespodcast@gmail.com, I'd use your suggestion for a show. I would.
Original Understudies. いらつなわにしろ。